It really depends on how much you're getting injected and where you're doing the injections. Because Radiesse is a thick filler and because it's injected deep, sometimes we will get a little bit of swelling afterwards, and that swelling is generally minor. It's something that even if you walk out of the clinic right after the injections, most of the time people won't notice that you've had anything done. Occasionally, though, you can get a bruise. That's something that, of course, we want to always avoid, but there's a risk depending, again, on which area you have injected. Bruises after Radiesse injection tend to last an average of a week. Some people, they only get it for a few days, and some people, it lasts for about 2 weeks. It also depends on if the bruise is a small one or if the bruise is a little bit larger. You generally don't need time off from work or school after Radiesse injections. There's no pain and there's no major swelling that would interfere with work or school. Most of the time, people don't like to go back to work or school immediately after the injections because there is a little bit of swelling, but the next day, that's usually fine and they can go back to their life. The amount of swelling afterwards also depends on which areas you've had injected. So, for example, when I inject Radiesse in the nose to contour the nose and shape it, I generally don't get a lot of swelling afterwards because I'm using very small amounts of Radiesse and it's a small area that I'm injecting. When I inject the cheeks to build them up and give them more volume, sometimes there's a little bit more swelling associated with that, but also never really more than 24 hours. I always give people ice afterwards, and that generally helps. Benadryl is also not a bad idea after these kinds of injections to decrease the swelling.